Chat with us in Facebook Messenger. Find out WHAT and APOS happening in the world as it unfolds. Test is first since UN issued resolution on more sanctions against North Korea's source says 4 missiles were launched. North Korea fired 4 anti-ship missiles into the sea east of the Korean peninsula Thursday, according to US and South Korean military sources. South Korea and APOS Joint Chiefs said the projectiles were believed to be surface-to-ship cruise missiles and were launched near the eastern port city of Wonsan. The missiles flew about 200 kilometers, 124 miles, South Korea and APOS military said in a statement, adding the U.S. military was undertaking a more detailed analysis. Pentagon says U.S. now has ability to shoot down ICBMs and our military has strengthened surveillance and alertness readiness in cases of additional provocation by North Korean military and is maintaining all readiness posture while we are tracking and monitoring related situation and the statement read. The official tells CNN that the Pentagon is not expected to release the typical statement about tracking the launches because these were not ballistic missile capable of posing a long-range threat. North Korea and APOS missile program. What you need to know analyst. Projectiles could take out carrier. Carl Schuster, a Hawaii Pacific University professor and former director of operations at the U.S. Pacific COMMAND and APOS Joint Intelligence Center, told CNN that this type of missile could, and if they got really LUCKY and immobilize a U.S. aircraft carrier. Cruise missiles typically fly in a straight line, just above ground level, while a ballistic missile flies miles into the air in an arch to reach its target, he said. Schuster said North Koreans fire missiles usually for 3 reasons: international posturing, domestic propaganda and military training. And if you really think YOU and APOS re under threat you might want to do a test firing to be ready, so think of it as both a political statement and a training demonstration and he said. North Korean state media has made no mention of the reported launches, but earlier on Thursday they warned Japan not to gamble on its destiny. And if Japan is concerned about its security, it should not act as a poodle of the U.S., but withdraw its hostile policy toward the DPRK and remove the U.S. military bases for aggression, from its territory and the statement said. Speaking at a doorstop interview, Japanese Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida condemned North Korea and APOS latest missile launch and these provocative actions are intolerable and he said this is the 4th missile test since South Korean President Moon Jae-in took office in May. The preceding test came at the end of May when North Korea fired what it claimed was a new type of ballistic missile. That projectile also was fired from Wonsan. Japanese and South Korean monitors said it flew 248 miles, 400 kilometers, over the Sea of Japan, also known as the East Sea. South Korea and APOS new government has suspended the deployment of a controversial U.S. missile defense system that strained relations with China and angered North Korea. THURSDAY and APOS launch is the first since the United Nations Security Council unanimously passed new sanctions last week. As U.S. military flexes, North Korea marches toward nuclear capability. The resolution slapped even more sanctions on North Korea and condemned the REGIME and APOS continued proliferation of its nuclear and ballistic program. The sanctions extend a travel ban and asset freeze on high-level North Korean officials and state entities that deal with the program, according to the resolution. China has called on Pyongyang to suspend its testing, while calling on the U.S. to stop military exercises on and near the Korean peninsula, which North Korea sees as a threat to its sovereignty.